going on, y'all? Welcome to the 42nd edition of Get Off Your Chest. I'm your host, Christopher J. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry for that longer than usual start time, but I was looking for something on my phone. But before we get started, do me a favor. You want to see more of my content and you're not already? Subscribe, share it out for those who want to view the same thing as you. Follow me on my socials. Links are located in the description. Participate with all rights and privacy. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. So we're back today. Um, I want to talk something that I've just been noticing. I've always noticed. I just now I'm going public with this. In addition to what I spoke about earlier regarding people's discernment or lack thereof, your choices will determine who you are as a person. I think that's a little bit self-explanatory. So why did I bring it up? Because when it comes to people's actions and people try to justify it, be prepared for me to look at you with a side eye or not have that once image I thought of you to have it diminish. If somebody is saying something that is nonsensical, flat out go against everything you believe in, sure, they're entitled to their own opinion. And I'm entitled to think of them however I want to think about them based off of what they are able to quantify or lack thereof, pretty much what they're able to reveal to the public of who they are. Now, when it comes to their decision making, it at times it's going to differ from my own decision making. And when I speak out against it, not necessarily against them per se, but against their choices, somebody will try to misconstrue my words as if I'm going at that individual. And I'll make it clear as if I'm going at anybody. To the fact that I'm going after them, they go as far as to defend them. And I'm looking like, oh, you're defending verbiage or a possible act that's defenseless. Like it's not defendable. You can't defend it. But there are some people in my personal life, online, multiple platforms online, who would defend the bullshit. Now, it's one thing if you're playing devil's advocate. I don't have a problem with that. Speaking of devil's advocate, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are not going to be ready for that show. Speaking of devil's advocate, all I'm going to say is get ready. I'm not going to tell you when. I'm not going to prep it as of now because I'm still working out the kinks. Just be ready. So, if you're playing devil's advocate, I'm a full support of that because you're offering a angle that is overlooked, that was not taken into consideration. I accept that with open arms. But if you are defending something that is defenseless and you avoid standing 10 toes down on what you believe in, whether it's right or wrong, I'm going to look at you sideways. There is no way in hell you can justify someone's actions, horrible, despicable actions, but then on the flip side, hold people in your circle to a higher standard. Like, follow me on this one. If you're going to tell me I can't do A, B, and C, and D and tell me the why, I'm all for that. That's accountability. And that's just making sure somebody stays in their own square. I get it. I'm all for it. But if I hold a standard to myself and I elect to not associate with people, matter of fact, if their actions gets in my ear and I decide to voice my opinion on it, for you to then flip the script and defend that is a bad look. It's a very bad look. If you're not playing devil's advocate, it's an extremely less gratifying image. Because my mentality, once I notice a pattern of this, I'm gonna tell you guys what's gonna go through my head. If you are a person of high standards, but you then defend an action that you want to condone anybody in your circle doing, what does that make you look like? If anything, I'm gonna start looking at you and that person you defending as one. As in, you guys are very alike. You share a lot of similar traits, albeit negative and probably damning. If you're playing devil's advocate, I am in full support. I have no problem with devil's advocate because, like I said, you look at it through a different lens. Excuse me, a different lens. But you are without that qualification. If you are constantly defending someone's indefensible nature or actions, I'm going to sit there and think, how much of this, how much of this do you share, like internally? He's like, how far off are you guys? Now, I understand everybody has a past. Nobody who's earshot of me can deny that they have a past. We all come from somewhere, and for the most part, we all understand what people are going through. But also keep in mind, we also understand that there's some things that are indefensible back then, where we came from, and now. You guys got to learn to ask yourself: those who want to hold you to the utmost high standard, but give a pass to everybody, I'll be very wary of that person. I'll be very careful of what you say to that person and your surroundings. And I would say be careful because whatever pedestal that you have them on, whether they be on your pedestal, maybe a little bit higher, you're about to be disappointed. And now, what you once thought about this person, it's like, now I got to put you in the same category as them. And if I put you in that same category as them, you're not going to be in any type of category with me. You cannot bring hellfire and brimstone on anybody that speaks. Let me use another example so nobody knows who I'm directly talking about on that other platform. You cannot say, you cannot have this stature of, who we got? Oh, my bad. Uh, Tips and trips. Salute to you. Salute to you. You always done had the straight up down poker face. That is a fact. I appreciate you. Thank you. That is salute to you, man. Yeah, you cannot have a stance, a hard stance on something which you're entitled to, just to laugh your ass off when somebody else does the same thing that you speak out against. That's very hypocritical. And that situation varies depending on how offensive the action is and how much of a stance that you have. I am not going to I will not be the person to ever say, "Oh, I speak out against I need an example. I will speak out against any man that hits a woman in my circle, have that conversation amongst people in my circle, but also laugh at when that same action is done to another woman. Everybody's gonna look at me as a hypocrite. Everybody's gonna look at me as a fraud, and rightfully so. If you're going to defend certain people of a certain caliber where their actions are indefensible, that's your prerogative. You're more than welcome to do that. However, don't you ever fix your mouth, come off the mic, and get on me about any goddamn thing moving forward. Keep the same energy. Don't give me no false equivalencies to try to defend your point. Do not insult my intelligence like that, because you're already in murky waters by doing that alone. One thing about me is I'm very consistent. If I get on one person about doing some stupid shit, I'm gonna get on you about it. And I'm gonna make sure I hold myself to the exact same standards. Well, it starts with me first. That's why it's easy for me to hold people, excuse me, hold people to a certain standard. Whether they choose to live by it or not, it's their prerogative. I just won't be around. Or, or the grace that you show those in their actions, can you do that for the people that you're affiliated with? If the answer is no, then you got a lot of changing to do, or else I'll make that change. Ladies and gentlemen, I have every right to say and talk about whatever I want. Two ears, one mouth, one brain, one heart. That means I can talk about anything on this planet. I can talk about anything off this planet as long as I know what I'm talking about. And 9 times out of 10, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Unless you're trying to play devil's advocate, I will much rather you remain silent. Because if we are moving as one for the most part, one thing I do know is there's a certain standard that we have amongst ourselves. And what we say is people either align with our standards or principles, morals, whatever you want to where you want to use. If people align with it, they align with it. They don't align with it, they don't align with it. But also, one thing we do know is everything that you do is subjugated to be opinionated. Meaning, like the whole thing saying, uh, you shouldn't have an opinion on what people do. Says who? Says who? One second, y'all. Sorry about that. Yeah, I have an opinion on a lot of things because a lot of things that I'm seeing is wrong. And one thing I do is I acknowledge the wrong things that people do, and I offer a solution to it. The- and I don't mind pushback. I don't mind devil advocacy, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I have a special show coming that it is taking time for me to work on because I got to make sure I get that right. I don't mind it, but if there's a pattern of you defending somebody who is displaying egregious acts that you speak out against constantly, you're leaving me no choice but to look at you guys as the same or put you on the same boat. So, to this person that I'm talking to, I'm really talking to everybody because this is a lesson for everybody. But to that person that keeps coming off their mic and trying to defend this goofy shit, I don't know what it is because when people talk about this person, you get extremely you put the cape on for this person. Just like how you say everybody puts the cape on for everybody, you sure as hell put the cape on for this person that I'm talking about. Because I don't know what you guys maybe like. I can't confirm or deny anything. I really can't. But if you have some type of secret relationship with this person, or this is your secret admirer, or you're just mad that he's not choosing you, but he's choosing somebody else, please let me know that. And I promise you, as a real one, as a friend, I will back off. I will still say what I want to say. And quite frankly, my narrative makes sure is I'm not talking about anybody directly, for the most part. But I will, as a friend, I will make sure that anytime this person does something wild, I'll probably, like I said, I go as far as not to call people's name when I'm talking about when I'm uh, highlighting a situation and magnifying it so we could learn learn from it and move forward. But if you have some secret crush on this guy, you need to let me know. So that way I know how to handle you correctly moving forward. Because at this rate, I'm going to start thinking that you and this person got something in common and it's nothing positive. Your hypocrisy is showing and you're playing a dangerous game every time you come off this mic to defend this person. Unruly, damn near unholy, lack impulse control to the highest orders. Like low key, I'm really starting to lose a lot of respect for people that engage in that type of behavior. And once I start to lose respect, I start to disappear. So go do a mental check or go look in the mirror and ask yourself a couple questions. Why am I always coming to the defense of this person when he does something this egregious. Why? There's nothing wrong with playing devil's advocate. I welcome it. But if you're not going to articulate that point to give us a heads up, my thoughts are going to be my thoughts, and my thoughts are final until somebody brings up any credible evidence that requires me to change my mind. Keep the same energy. Pick the right side. Live with the results. If you like this video, hit the like button. Dislike, hit the dislike. You want more content? Please subscribe and share this out to a friend. Follow me on all social links are located in the description. Participate with all rights and privacies. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the cash out giveaway. And y'all, and homie, I'm like really dead serious. Like I said, I'm really talking to people in general, but I'm it's like I'm talking to people like you. I rock with you, but you're doing too much for somebody that's going to bring you down. And when that person brings you down, not if, when that happens, you and I will have a conversation. Private, nobody needs to know. Let me get out of here. BTSI Show, Christopher J. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.
It's a mess, but hey, don't even worry about it.